So I thought I'd do Abbeydale Road today, and I've been confused in the past because so to the left London Road goes down there, and I always thought London Road went straight on. So in the past when I used to come down here for things, I wasn't actually coming down London Road, I was coming down Abbeydale Road. So we've got the Royal Apartments, which is on the other video, which was once a pub. It's about 11:30 on a Saturday morning. But I always remember Abbeydale Road being furniture places, antique places from what I remember. And it's coming up to a sign now saying Antiques Quarter. So we'll see if anything remains of it. I think you can just see the sign. So I couldn't see the sign for the absolute sun. Now, one bit of news I've heard this week is, because we've not got an HS2 coming to Sheffield now, we're getting something like £600 million for the Sheffield City region. Now, I'm one of the biggest Sheffielders out there, but totally unfair for Sheffield to have nearly the whole lot of the money on the super tram. What they're talking about is extending the super tram, but I don't think the existing super tram was ever valued for money. It's nothing like the tram network that was taken away in the 1960s. These super trams don't cover much of the city, and they cost an awful lot of money in comparison. It's probably easier to actually film it on the side that I want to show you, because yeah, so Sheffield City region's getting 600 million and spending the whole money on Sheffield Super Tram. So really what should be happening is, there's a number of towns in South Yorkshire which Sheffield City region covers, and each of them should get a proportion of that money to spend on their transport. So say for example Doncaster should get 150 million, Rotherham should, Sheffield should, and Barnsley should. You know, as a proportion anyway. Well, that's 600, but that's not happening. It's just one big grab by Sheffield. Like I said, I'm the biggest Sheffielder out there. But come on, let's be fair. So this is the bad side probably to go down, because it's mostly housing down this side. But to say this is the antique area, I'm not seeing many antique shops. I think like everywhere else it's become food shops. I say that if people are short of money as they're claiming, the last thing you want to be doing is spending your money on fast food, which is expensive. Something interesting down here, so I'll just switch off the zoom down here and just show you this building. So does anybody know what Loxley's or what Loxley's was? Looks some sort of industrial building. So we'll get back onto Abbeydale Road. But to say it's the antique quarter, I'm not seeing many antique shops. See there, Coles Corner. It's not quite the Coles Corner in Sheffield, but a play on words. Guessing the guy's called Coles. there's some antiques here. So just here, everybody remembers the Abbeydale picture house. I think there was a big snooker room and dance hall underneath it as well. Now, about 15 years ago, probably 20 years ago, I came round the building to have a look inside it because they had an open day, and they were actually going to restore it to the original picture house or make it into a big theatre, and that's never happened. I think it then became a climbing centre, and that's it. What a waste of such a beautiful building, part of our heritage and history. And it's just going to be, when I came in all those years ago, so there was buckets around capturing the water coming through the ceilings. But I think Sean Bean was a patron of it as well. But it looks even sadder now than what I remember it. I'm sure there's people from Sheffield who know Abbeydale Road really well from growing up here. Now just here is the sign for Nether Edge, and I was born at Nether Edge. You can see some new units down here. The question is, why are charities such big business nowadays? I don't know what that yard is there, selling various things. Now if my memory serves me right, this was Midland Bank on Abbeydale Road. Could be wrong. So actually moving into Nether Edge now. But you see people sat outside certain sort of cafe bars, but there's never much footfall on the streets, and you're just packed up and down here with cars. Now, wouldn't this be ideal for some sort of tram network with car parks on the outskirts? People get to the car parks and then come in on a tram system. But I don't believe that the tram system, the figure of 8 we originally put in, etc., and the link down to Meadowhall and down to Rotherham's ever been good value for money. Extortionate contracts nowadays. The smaller trams that they had back in the 1960s were far better. Probably not as comfortable, but at the end of the day you're paying through the nose for them now. But just look at this traffic. So, say for example they start charging cars to travel on the inner ring road in Sheffield. Do you think it's going to stop this volume of traffic? So is it really going to create a clean air zone? So coming back, I've just noticed some antique shops on this side. It's interesting how they've cut that away. I don't know how long that's been like that. But look at state-of skies today. It's all over the place. Has anybody noticed any buses coming past me down here? There's some grand houses up here. It's on Carton Hall Road. I think I'm going to turn around at this point because I've got to stop the CAS demo in a part way roundabout. Now I'm going to bypass your electric cars, I'm going to bypass your hydrogen cars. I think I'd rather wait for a water powered car. But even that isn't, you can't just plug one of those into your tap at home. You have to use distilled water in it. But rather than being beholden to a garage, I'm sure you can produce the distilled water at home. So like I said, at this point I'm going to turn around because I think it's probably becoming more predominantly houses now as we move out towards Millhouses Park. So tucked away here you can see a bit of a chimney. So this is an antique store now by the looks of it. Bit of an old cooperative society building showing. So we're on Barmouth Road. Walking back into town. So I'd really love to know how they're going to stop the pollution down here then. I've never seen so many cars. So all the people live down here and the volume of cars coming through here. Like I said, if we actually had a plan, we were putting all the focus on water powered cars. Because they're going to be the cleanest cars of the lot. But to say it's the antique quarter, I don't know if they're on bank streets that I'm not seeing. But it doesn't remind me of Abbeydale Road I used to drive down back in the 80s and 90s. So I'm in a bit of a rush today. I didn't think it would be as long as this. But what I'll probably do is come back and film Abbeydale Row mooring hole. It's another stage. But what I'll do is I'll get as much as I can as I'm walking back into town. They'll start lots of businesses, but where's all the people? Getting close to 12 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Just want to show you back along there. I didn't know if I captured all of that. So for today, what I'm going to do is call it a day. I'm going to come back down Abbeydale Road when I've got a full day and film it better. It's just giving you a brief glimpse of what it's now like.